Hello, YMCA yogis. Are you ready for a little gentle yoga? I hope so. I'm Jamie, and I can't wait to get started. Everyone who's taken my class knows how much I love yoga. It has helped me so much. So I hope it helps you so much as it helps me. This will be a 45-minute gentle yoga class, and if you have blocks or if you need to go grab some, please do so. I really advocate for blocks. And also, if you have a blanket to sit on, it helps to bring your tailbone up in case you want to sit a little more comfortably, shall we say. So we will start in Tadasana, standing feet about hip distance apart, and we've got really nice firm foundation into the ground. It's best if you can have your outside edges of your feet parallel, and then a soft bend in the knees, slightly take a pelvic tilt, and then be really strong and powerful in your stance, and then be gentle at the same time. Easier said than done. It takes practice. Soft buoyancy in the knees, and then reach up with your arms, reach the sky, and then exhale, hands right to the heart, and maybe close down your eyes. I am a huge advocate of tuning in first, dropping into your body, out of your head, into your heart, and really leaving all the cares of the world behind while you come in here for this beautiful practice, this beautiful nectar of yoga. It is so magical. So take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. And if you like to set an intention before class, I usually like to have a theme, but if you are going to be watching this over and over, I want you to have a different theme each time. Maybe it can be love or forgiveness, or joy. What brings you joy? What are you grateful for? So pick a topic and see which one really resonates with you today. As you're standing strong, focus on your breath and be in your body. Notice the sensations, the sounds, the smells. Let's take one more deep breath in, focusing on whatever it is you want to. Exhale, flutter those eyes open, reach up, rise up, spread your fingers wide, and then exhale. And we'll just warm up the body. We'll get ready for this yoga class, this gentle yoga class where we love to explore and go for an adventure without hurting ourselves, right? We want to make sure we are not going past our edge, we call it in yoga. Every time you take a nice deep breath in, I want you to lift your rib cage and just reach and stretch up there. And then exhale down, bring those arms in. And one more time, reach way up there, lift. And then let's climb a rope. So you're going to act as though you're just reaching up really high, one arm and then the other. And when you do this, reach a little higher than you think you can. If you're passive, that's great. It starts the movement. But if you can really be actively reaching, you will recruit more muscle, you'll bring more energy, you'll bring more aliveness to the whole experience. Start to take your rib cage to the ceiling as well so that you get your sides involved. We'll go one more each side, reach to the sky, reach to the ceiling. Beautiful. Hands on the shoulders, and let's draw circles with our elbows. This will warm up the entire shoulder girdle. I'm not sure if you can hear my wind chimes. I hope you can. So beautiful. And reverse. Supersize these. Like take your elbows up and around. Big circles, full range of motion. Take your time. Last time. Good. Okay, let that out, shake it out. Let's lift the knees a few times to get these hips warmed up a little bit. It helps to really fully draw the knee out and almost push it in front of you. But if it sends your balance off, then just lift. Squeeze your butt if you can of the supporting legs. Squeeze. It brings in more muscle, more recruitment, more fun. All right. So a little challenge here, take a little bit wider stance and we'll take those crescent knees. And so you take your right knee around and out and left knee around and out. These are a little more humbling, aren't they? A little less stable, which is really good for fall prevention. We're really teaching ourselves to take ourselves off balance just a little bit. Reach around. Oh, almost fell. Reach around. And, you know, every time we wobble, a wobble a day keeps the doctor away, I always say, or you can say a wobble a day keeps the brain at play, or say both. But these really, really help. And every time you wobble, your brain is sending new signals to all of those mechanoreceptors and everything in the feet. And they're called baroreceptors and mechanoreceptors in your feet. And all of your body, you've got all kinds of sensory organs, and everything is helping to keep you vertical, right? So we want to wobble, take ourselves off balance on purpose, and practice wobbling so that when you fall, and we will, we fall better and we're stronger. And we can get ourselves up off the floor too by working our arms a little bit. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned that I was rolling up on the balls of my feet and back on my heels. Sorry, I get kind of excited and forget to tell you what to do. All right, so this next one, we're going to actually turn the toes out and step a little bit wider. And we're going to do a goddess, which is going to wake up our hips a little bit more. So we take the knees wide, just drop down a little bit, and then stand back up. Now, I'll show you from the side. You want to make sure you're not sticking your butt out here. You're actually keeping your shoulders right over your hips, and you're just taking just a gentle, short little goddess. You can take arms out if you like. These are keeping those hips alive and healthy because we're using them out to the sides. We're turned out. This also turns on your external rotators of your glute muscles. So you've got all kinds of things going on. And then you've got your arms out. If you want to have a little bit of fun, you can put your hands up above your head, pull your elbows wide, lift your hands taller. Hold this next one down, and I want you to try this. Lift up your left heel and then put it down, and your right heel and put it down. This is also strengthening through your foot and your arch. Lift. One more each side. Grin, bear it, have some fun, and bring your feet back in. And that really gets the outside hip of the hips. Okay, we're going to do some standing cat-cows. Standing cat-cows require just like a chair posture for the feet and the legs. So we just sit back and then just stand up. Just slide your hands down your thighs to get started. And put your weight in your heels if you can. Stick your butt back instead of putting your knees forward. And just kind of feel your way through this, like really notice. And then when you come up next time, squeeze your butt muscles tight. Dig into your heels, squeeze your butt muscles. Lower down and then squeeze tight at the top. Two more. Squeeze and use those butt muscles. They were actually designed for locomotion to propel us forward. They were not designed for sitting. All right, but speaking of sitting, let's take chair pose. And now your hands, if you can get down to your knees, fabulous. If not, hold your hands right above and we'll take some chair. Legs and cat-cow upper body. So inhale, rise up with your tailbone and your heart and pull your shoulders down. Your elbows are bent. And then exhale, maybe straighten your arms and push your upper back into the sky. Inhale, lift tailbone, lift chin, pull shoulders back. Exhale, tuck, 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 put chin to the chest. And then inhale, take a big breath of air in. Exhale, push the air out, tuck your tailbone. One more, lift tailbone, lift chin, lift heart, pull shoulders back. Exhale, tuck, and round up on this one. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky and hook your thumbs at the top. Pull your kneecaps up. Gentle yoga, we start to pull in a few more muscles. So lift your heart. Lift your fingers, bend your knees a little, squeeze your butt, And then lean back a little and pull your hips forward. Take a deep breath. And then exhale. And we're going to take cactus now. So we'll inhale, reach up. And then exhale, look up, elbows up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chest and elbows up. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lean back a little more each time. If you're comfortable, progressively take it a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back. Squeeze your booty. Oh, beautiful. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace if you can and open your heart forward. See if you can pull your hands away from you. So it's like your shoulders are coming down and your hands are pulling back. If you can keep a soft bend in your elbows, that's nice. And then tuck your tailbone slightly and pull your hands up and away a little bit. And just take a nice deep breath in. And exhale and release. Okay, beautiful. Let's get a couple of big back strokes in. One hand, then the other. Let your lower body just kind of hold you up and go with the flow, if you will. So your lower body's just, going right and left, side to side. Take a nice full backstroke. And then we'll go the opposite direction like you're swimming. Cup your hands and actually pull the water. Pull your body through the water. Feel your belly get strong when you do that. Use your muscles. Be resistive. It's like you're moving through molasses or honey. You've got these incredible arms that are working and pulling your body weight through the water. Good. And release that. All right. Bring in a couple of heel kicks, warming up quads and hamstrings. When your heel comes in, you actually stretch your quadriceps and then actually use the hamstring to make that happen. It shortens. Concentric contraction. So when your heel is at your butt, the front of your leg is in an eccentric long contraction and the back is in a concentric or shortening phase of the contraction. Okay, there will be a test afterwards. Standing up nice and tall, tuck your tailbone and then release. Tuck your tailbone and release. When you tuck your tailbone, can you squeeze harder? Okay, remember when I'm there, I'm watching you and I can say, I can tell by your face if you're squeezing hard enough. Squeeze and release. Now, this time tuck and squeeze a little bit. Holding and then release. And now we're going to do our hip circles. So keeping your knees soft, it's like you're circling around. I like to use a lot of different metaphors for this. So we call them clocks, or we call it stirring with your tailbone and you want to go all the way around. And I heard an instructor that I took her class the other day. She said, act like you're scraping around the peanut butter jar and you've got to get every single bit. Reverse. That one makes it kind of fun, right? Maybe you could picture whatever food you like and you want to scrape all the way around so you get all of it. Okay, couple more. These are seriously really some of the best exercises though. This works your lumbar spine, your pelvic girdle, and it keeps everything mobile, flexible, and strong. Okay, let's take a couple of modified sun salutations. In your Tadasana, the first thing I want to do is with the balls of your feet, don't move your feet, but dig down into your mat and pull the balls of your feet toward one another and feel your legs get strong. So you're pulling them toward one another, toward the center line, and then release that. Now take your heels and act like you're going to rip your yoga mat in half. So you dig into your heels and pull them apart. Like they don't move, but you're squeezing them apart. And then you can feel your legs get really strong in that regard as well. And then release. And so while you're doing your yoga practice, just kind of grab onto some of these little nuances once in a while. It'll make you stronger. And what it does is it creates muscle memory, and your body pretty soon will start doing it on its own. Let's lift the toes up and put them down. Lift the toes up and put them down. One more time. Lift the toes up, reach your toes as long, spread them out as much as you can, and set them down on the ground, preparing for our sun salutation modifications. Inhale, reach and rise, gentle back bend as you come up, pulling hips forward, and then exhale, float all the way down into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. This is where I like to use blocks if you have them available, bending the knees as much as you like, really generous bend in the knees. Feel your body heavy towards the front. Make your belly strong. Pull the belly button in. And then please don't try to hold your head up. Let your head hang. You want your head to be really heavy here. Keep your knees soft. Take a deep breath in. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, get ready to come up, root down to your feet to rise to the top with the arms spreading wide, angel wings all the way up, spread your fingers, exhale, hands right to the heart, and let's stretch through the wrists by bringing the hands together and then rolling the backs of the hands. And just do the best you can. I know this can be really uncomfortable at first if you're not used to it. Helps to really stretch the wrists and keep them very fluid and open. Okay, release that. Let's roll the shoulders a few times, front and back. All right, here we go. Reach up, rise up, deep breath in, reach and rise. Exhale, float all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your head be heavy, neck relaxes, knees bend. One breath. Inhale, root and rise all the way up to the top. And then exhale, hands to heart. We're going to add a little side bend to that. So we'll go down, we'll do our forward fold. When we come up, we'll reach down right arm and then up, and we'll reach down left arm, and then we'll come up and hands to heart. So we're adding on a little piece here. Reach and rise, gentle bend, all the way up. Spread your ribs, lift, exhale, forward fold. Hold yourself here in a forward fold. Nice deep breath. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Keep your hands up here, and then exhale, right arm down over to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left arm down. Rise up, and hands to the heart. We're going to add on a half lift, and then we'll come to this. Inhale, reach and rise. Big bend back. Exhale, float your beautiful body all the way down to Uttanasana. Inhale to a half lift. And that can be on blocks, on shins, on thighs, wherever you are. Anchor your arms to whatever you're pushing against. Pull your shoulders back. Keep your neck long. So in other words, your neck is not, your chin is not lifted or tucked. You are in actually what we call anatomical or neutral. So you've got like an apple under your chin. We're stretching the backs of the legs. Even if you're bent knee, you are still stretching. But you're anchoring and pulling your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale to the top. Exhale, left arm down, reach over. Inhale to the top. And exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. So we will do that one more time, and then we're going to go to the floor, and we'll add the chair in a moment to another phase. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle back bend. Exhale, float all the way down. Oh, that back loves this. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale to the top. Exhale, left arm down. Sweep it and use that as a side bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to go to a forward fold and then hands and knees. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle back. Exhale, float all the way down to forward fold, and then step back to hands and knees. So we're gentle with ourselves here, and we have hands placed right below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And this is a great place to use wrist wedges underneath your wrists if this bothers you at all, to have your wrist at this, pretty good angle. And also you can put a blanket under your knees if your knees bother you. Okay, hands and knees. Let's take some cat-cows here. So nice foundation. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your chest, lift your tailbone, and then exhale, tuck and round and pull that chin in. And again, inhale, lift up with your heart, lift up with your tailbone, and then exhale, tuck. Really gather up those muscles. 2 more. Inhale, lift heart, lift tailbone. Exhale, tuck, round, look at your belly button. 1 more. Inhale, lift your heart, pull your shoulders back as you lift your heart forward. And then exhale, tuck, look at your belly button, get strong in your abdominals, and release that. Okay, we're going to take a puppy pose. So we're going to take the hands out in front just a little bit further than you think, and then drop down. But keep your hips right over your knees. So you're going to drop your chest down, hips over the knees as best you can, and then see if you can get your forehead to the ground. If that's too much, put a block underneath your forehead. We're trying to really actively stretch the upper arms and the upper back. And we'll take 3 breaths here. 1. Exhale. 2 more on your own. Keep your belly strong. 1 more. Beautiful. Put your forearms on the ground. We'll take a Sphinx posture for only 1 breath right here. And we want to lift the heart as best we can. Pull your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. And now we'll try some Bhujangasana, some cobras, gentle cobras. If you can, put your forehead on the ground. Hands right to the sides of your shoulders and plug your elbows in. And then take a deep breath in and peel your forehead, peel your chest, and see if you can go any further using back muscle only, and then exhale down. Back muscle only on the first few. Inhale, peel, peel and lift. Keep your elbows close in. Lift with just your back muscles. Exhale down. And now we'll add the hands. Inhale, lift, peel, peel, and add the push with the hands. Exhale down, only if it feels right. Inhale, lift your forehead, peel your chest, push into your hands and lift, and then exhale down and place your hands on top of one another. Create a pillow and just allow your forehead to rest. Take your toes toward one another. Let your heels fall away from one another. And breathe and relax. Open up your backside. The energy in your body. Breathe. Notice. Listen. Beautiful. Okay. Hands come back underneath the head of the shoulder and plug in the elbows. Tuck your toes. Lift yourself up to hands and knees again. And we're going to do 3 knee pulls. And these really help to give you some balance challenges. So just do what you can. We're going to take the left foot and extend it all the way back. Push into your ball of your left foot and stretch the left heel back first. Then notice your weight. Now you've got a tripod. You've got 2 hands on the ground and a knee, right? Well, if we decide we want to lift the left foot, and we do want to, and then we reach the right arm, now we're on 2. We're on a left hand and a right knee. So you have to kind of find that balance and build some muscle memory. Keep a soft bend in your elbow, lift your foot, take a deep breath, reach them away from one another, and then exhale, tuck. You can actually lean in and tuck and take your elbow and knee together and your chin, or you can keep your head up and just bring the elbow and the knee together. Let's do 2 more. Reach the arm and the leg. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, reach the leg and the arm away from one another. Exhale, tuck and bring them together. Inhale, reach the arm and leg away from one another and set the right hand down on the left knee. Flip your left hand so that the back of your hand is on the ground and your palm is up. Your fingers are facing your left knee. If this is too uncomfortable, please don't do it. We just want to stretch that. Stretch that wrist. Okay, extend your right leg out. Push into the right ball of the foot. Stretch that right calf muscle. Oh, there it is. And then see if you can reach your left arm out and lift your right arm. I'm sorry, your left leg. Wow. I apologize. Your left arm, your right leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale. It wouldn't be me if I didn't say the wrong side. You all know that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. And remember, we're building balance. We're building muscle memory. We're practicing. We might not be super perfect at this, but we get to practice and we get to laugh at ourselves. I do it all the time, obviously. Reach, reach, reach. And then set that hand down. Flip now the back of your right hand down so that the palm is up and your fingers, right fingers facing right knee. And don't put too much weight on it if it's really uncomfortable. And then flip that back over. And let's take a child's pose. So we've got knees wide, feet together, and sit back. And if you feel comfortable extending your arms to make it more active, that's great. You can also put your hands up to cradle your chin and hold yourself here. You can create a pillow for your forehead. So whatever version feels good in your body today. And then the key with yoga is a combination and a beautiful balance of effort and ease. In other words, gentle and then a little strenuous, and then taking breaks and never going past your edge. Keeping it right by the edge. And it's different for every one of us. Keep breathing. Breathe into your back ribs. Open up the back ribs with every inhale. And as you exhale, really feel yourself knitting the ribs together. Feel your abdominals get really strong. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, release that. We're going to take some more tailbone circles. Again, I cannot stress enough this pelvic floor work, how important it is. So stirring again the pot or the clock or scraping the peanut butter jar, whatever makes you do it best. Reverse. And you really find that you get stronger through your entire pelvic floor, which is good for men and women. It's not just a women thing. It's a man thing too, to work through the pelvic floor, which also works through your internal organs, your digestive tract, and digestion and elimination, really important. Okay, so in gentle yoga, we do a couple of down-facing dogs, and down-facing dogs can be really hard for some people. And so some people in my class don't do them. Instead of being on their hands, they'll actually go to a chair or to a wall. So feel free to modify if you need to. Let's test the waters a little bit and make sure we're ready for down dog. Hands and knees. And then what we're going to do is push into, we've got our toes tucked, and we're going to push into our toes and just lift the knees off the ground and hover, and just put your, plug in your shoulders. Like, make sure you've got a good foundation. Put your knees down. Your hands should be evenly weighted between the 4 corners of your hand and the backs of every knuckle, so that you're not just hanging out in your wrists. So you have to be kind of forward on the whole hand, which puts a lot of bend in your wrist, right? So just be careful, and it comes with time and practice. All right, tuck those toes, hover first, and then take down facing dog where your head is low, your hips are high, and we'll walk this first one out. Now, your shoulders should not be over your hands anymore. Your chest is actually pushing towards your thighs. So you're not in a tabletop or a plank. You're actually in an inverted V. The butt is the highest point, and then you're pushing one heel down and then the other. And if you like to kind of test the waters a little bit and find your edge, when your right heel is down and you've got the left ball of the foot on the ground, pull the left heel as far forward as you can and drop your left knee. And same with the other side. When I lift the right heel, I push my right knee down a little bit. So you can make this much more active as you go if you like. Let's rise up on both balls of the feet. Keep the knees kind of soft, and then gently pushing your entire body, your chest, your entire body towards your thighs to the back of the room. And then gently send the heels towards the ground to whatever degree you can. The heels do not have to touch the ground. The knees do not have to be straight. Just find your best down-facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look between the thumbs, and tippy-toe to the top of the mat. Hold your standing forward fold for 2 breaths, and maybe this is where I like to stretch my wrists because we are on them for a while. I like to manually stretch them. Let your neck be heavy here, please. Head is, or I should say neck long, head is heavy. All right, we're getting ready to come to the top. So root down into your feet, bend your knees, round up as you come all the way up to the top. Bring your hands right to your heart and stand up into Dasana with hands at your heart. Come up as slowly as you need to. If I come up too fast, you feel free to slow it on down. Okay, so what we're going to do is a couple of modified. I usually only like to do 3 to 4 down dogs in gentle so that we save the wrists, but we practice and get stronger as well. So we'll do that. We'll do 3 modified sun salutations. So here we go. Inhale, reach up, rise up, gentle bend back. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now step back to hands and knees. Once you're at hands and knees, we're going to do a modified Chaturanga Dandasana. So we push ourselves forward a little and we go knees, chest, chin. So we're already on our knees and we take our elbows and do a reverse tricep dip. So the elbows stay behind us, not to the sides. Knees, chest, chin till you bring your belly to the ground. And then inhale and take that gentle cobra up, pushing into the hands if you like. Exhale down and then take it up to hands and knees again. Find hands and knees. See if you can take a plank, one gentle plank before we take it up to down facing dog. And remember, the hips are high, the head is low, and the heels are just pressing towards the back. Now, if you really want to strengthen yourself, you push into the floor with your hands, the chest towards the thighs, and then you take your thighs and push your thighs to the back wall without locking your knees. Now rise up onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look between your thumbs, and start stepping with the other foot to the top of the mat until you're in a standing forward fold. Take a deep breath in and root down to rise to the top. Lift those hands up and then exhale the hands right into the heart. Bring the heart right up to the thumbs so that you're lifting your heart. Pull your shoulder blades down, widen your collarbones, and tone your core. That means pull your belly button nice and tight. Take a deep breath in here. All right, let's do that again. Inhale, reach and rise, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold, and take hands and knees again. Stepping back gently on that body. And then with your hands right under your shoulders, gently move yourself forward, and we'll go knees, chest, chin to a modified chaturanga. Belly is last. Inhale, lift up to your back bend. Exhale down. Bring it up to hands and knees. And then take a plank. Push into your heels, and then take down facing dog. Lifting hips, lowering your head. Take a nice deep breath in. Rise up on the balls of your feet, bend your knees, walk to the top of the mat. If you can start taking bigger steps, that's good practice for getting a little bit more advanced in your practice. Grab opposite elbows this time and sway side to side. Let yourself just be a pendulum, a rag doll. We're going to come up nice and slow. Root down to rise up. Spread your wings if you would like. Reaching the arms all the way up and exhaling the hands right to the heart. All right, so this is where we're going to add some chair. And chair is very fierce, because that's its real name. Is in Sanskrit, Utkatasana is fierce pose. I like to call it fierce because they're not easy to do. But we want to be gentle because this is gentle yoga. So let's start by setting the hips back. You can even bring your hands right onto your thighs. The big thing here is that you shine your heart forward. Try to not lean forward. Try to shine your heart forward. And this is going to take practice if you're not used to it. Reach your arms straight out from your shoulders, palms towards one another. Plug in your shoulders. That means pull them down. Tuck your tailbone just slightly. And this can be your chair right here. And if you want to experiment, if you feel like, okay, I could do a little more, maybe put your hips down in the back, and then maybe bring your arms up, and maybe to the most uncomfortable posture, which is by your ears. This used to be my least favorite posture, and I love it now because it's hard, and I like to push myself. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Oh, feel that heart rate go up. And, you know, I find also in a class setting, it's really nice to challenge with, you know, your friends, your pals, your other yogis. All right, let's do that again. Inhale, reach up and rise up with the arms. And then exhale, sit back in chair and bring the arms just to shoulder level. Plug in your shoulders, tone your core, take a deep breath in, wiggle your fingers around. See what happens. See if you focus a little more on your fingers instead of the difficult chair posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach your arms up, and then stand tall. And that's it. That's all we do for gentle. We just keep it, we make it challenging, but we don't want to go past our edge. All right, let's practice a tree posture. Standing up tall, tall, tall. Lift up left heel and then turn the left knee out. And this is chair if you want for gentle, or you can pull that foot up to the calf. Or if you have been practicing and you want to try tree with your foot into your inner thigh, you can pull it up and see if you can reach your arms out. And just whatever tree. And that's it. And we just do a gentle, quick tree in gentle. And other side. Lift up the right heel, turn out the right knee. This can be chair. Or you can come to your calf. And you can bring your foot up if you like. Any version is fine. We're building power, bone strength, and muscle strength, muscle memory, balance, and release. There we go. All right, let's get down to the ground. Take a deep breath in from Tadasana. Reach up. And then exhale, forward fold. And we're just going to step right back into hands and knees when you get down there. And then once you're on your hands and knees, take yourself a seat. And if you need to grab a drink, please do so. All right. So when you're ready, lower yourself down onto your back and pull your knees in. So today's gentle class, we did a lot on our feet. We really worked the back. And I try to make a few changes in the classes, but keep it kind of basic for gentle yoga. What I'm finding is my students are really advancing and getting really good at gentle and moving up to level 1, which is a step above gentle, and level 2. And it's not for everyone, but it's just amazing the confidence we build when we just push it a little bit in gentle to create strength for trying something a little bit harder in the next class up. Okay, let's take a bridge. So feet are right next to your rear end, and We're going to push into the heels and lift the hips and take 3 rolling bridges. So just lift up as high as you can, flatten your neck, and then bring it back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift the hips, flatten the neck by tucking the chin, and exhale back down. And 1 more time. Lift those hips, tuck the chin, and then bring it back down. We're going to take a butterfly, a reclined butterfly. So take the bottoms of the feet together as the knees fall apart from one another, away from one another, I should say. And then maybe take a cactus arm here. I also find it really nice to take little snow angel arms where you reach your arms as far as they'll go kind of up and out, and then you let them just kind of sink in where they are, where they may. And it's kind of another form of the cactus posture. And then just breathe here. If this bothers your thighs to have them wide like this, you can put blocks underneath your hips, your thighs, or your fists can help alleviate some of that uncomfortable stretch. Take your thumb and your index finger and rub them together. And then your thumb and your middle finger, ring, and pinky. And just massage, and then bring all the fingertips to the thumb. And then release and spread your fingers wide, stretch, and then release. And draw the knees slowly together. When we've been out there for a while, it gets kind of uncomfortable to bring things back in, so we want to move slowly. Walk your feet apart, drop the knees together for fallen bridge. And this is where I also like to tuck my chin a little to flatten my neck. And if you are really uncomfortable on your back with your head on the ground, please put a folded up sweatshirt or a block underneath your head for a pillow. As we start to transition into these final postures, we want to bring really a lot of soothing breath and soothing postures so that we can really experience the magic of the yoga. And it's just like vibration in your bones and your body. All right, let's draw one knee into the chest and then the other. And just organically, like, see what your body wants. Maybe you want to rock around just a little bit. Hit side to side, or take some big circles with your knees that will then massage different parts of your back. And if you're taking giant circles with your knees, reverse, go the other way. Be in tune with your breath. And whatever theme you may have started with today, I'll just say, like, let's say it was love. Maybe go back to whatever that original theme was and just kind of let that melt into your heart, your soul, your spirit. Let's pull the knees into the chest one more time. And then extend your right leg all the way down. And then your left leg. And see if this can be your Shavasana today. Or if it felt more comfortable to have your knees knocked together, return to that posture. And then find your best arms. And take Shavasana. Shavasana signifies the end of the practice. And it signifies to your nervous system that everything is good, everything is okay. It allows your mind to reduce all the chatter. That's what yoga is just designed. The word yoga is Sanskrit for union. It means union of the body and the mind and the spirit. So much of the time, our body is here, but our mind is off somewhere else. Yoga, because of the nature of how difficult and how much focus it takes, you have no choice but to be in your body. It's really awesome, and it helps to stave off dementia and Alzheimer's because it increases your focus, and that's the whole purpose. Not to mention the other amazing benefits. Let's bring one hand to our heart and one hand to our belly. Feel yourself breathing. And then both hands to the belly. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Soften between your eyebrows. Soften your jaw. Continue breathing. And wiggle fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Bring life back into your body. Movement, intention. Draw one knee into the chest. And then pull the other side in. Tuck your chin. If it's available for you, tuck your chin and give yourself a hug. Make sure your neck is safe by tucking your chin. And then take yourself over to the fetal position over to one side. And while you're here, use your bottom arm as your pillow. Draw your knees up into your chest and take that beautiful fetal position. This fetal position signifies safety. Your nervous system says, okay, good. So that it can respond instead of react. One more breath. Make your way up to seated. And this is where you get to find whatever Sukhasana, which is easy pose, easy seat, yogi's choice. Find your best one. When you find it, sit tall, close down your eyes. And if you're comfortable, bring your hands to your heart. So glad we practiced together today. I love sharing yoga. I love sharing the magic of the practice. I love hearing from you and how much you all enjoy it and how it's helping you in your life, in gardening, in pickleball, in taking your dog for a walk, in doing your hip circles in the kitchen while you're cooking, and in really improving your relationships and starting with yourself. Open your eyes, take a deep breath in, reach up. Grab into some heaven, pull it right into your chest, right into your heart, right into your soul. Thank you so much for joining me today for Gentle Yoga. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Thank you.